Hello, my name is Razvan Ursachi, and I will show you how I created a small pocket calculator using a C++ programming language. I had to do this for my first hand in procedural programming course. So I was starting the program by including the libraries, and I was including a math library and a humanip library because I will need to use some operations for my calculator, some operation like sine, cosine, or square root, which will need these two libraries. There is another library called stdlib, which will help me with a function to clear the screen. The int main is starting by declaring the variables. So I was declaring long double variables for my first number, my second number, and the result variable. There will be a character called over from operator, and the default value will be a, and a boolean called OK, which will start with the value of true. um, Here I just displayed some text uh, in order to create a guide for the user, so the user will know uh, what operator he will type if he wants to do a specific operation. The programming part is starting here, where I'm reading the first number from the keyboard by using the scene function. So scene number one, which is followed by this while loop, which is the main loop and the only loop of my program. Uh, the condition of this loop is that the operator has to be different than x. So if the operator will be equal to x, the loop will just stop, and the program will stop too. Um, but if the operator is different than x, then we can go into it. And the first operation is to read from the keyboard the operator, and using the operator uh, a switch case statement was created, and this switch case statement is helping us to see what the operation is the user asking for. So for example, if the user typed plus, um, my switch case statement will go to the case of plus, and there what will happen will be to read the second number from the keyboard by again the function of scene number 2, and into the result variable there will be added the operation of adding. uh, the break will just get us out from the switch case statement, so we can go farther in the loop. It is happening the same for all the operations, for subtracting, for multiplying, for dividing, for sine function, cosine, tangent, and so on. It is a little different for the reset, which will have to clear the screen. And here I'm using the boolean, and As you know, the boolean had the default value of being true, and here it is changing to being false. After the operation is defined, uh, the result should be shown on the screen. So I created this if statement, which is asking if the boolean okay is true, then our result is has to be displayed. uh, Another thing happening in this if statement is that the value of the result will be taken by the number 1. So using this operation, I can go farther and I can do more calculations using my calculator. um, but and if my okay is false, the if statement will go to the else part, and here I used this function called system clear system, um, which is clearing the entire screen. So if you are using this, the entire screen will be just gone. The console will be out of anything. Thereafter, a new number will be read, because even if the screen is cleared, maybe the user will want to do new calculations. But I think I have to show you in the console how this is working. So let's start it. So here I have that guide I told you about, realized here by this cout. Hello, this is a pocket calculator, and of course the symbols to realize the operation. Um, so let's try to do an operation to see what is happening. So as we know from here, the first number is waiting to be read. So let's say 25, and afterwards we are going into the loop, and the operation has to be read. So let's say that we want to add, so add let's type a plus, and right now our code is going to the case of plus. So the code is waiting for us to read the second number. So let's read the second number, which can be 24, for example. uh, our code was calculating right now. The result is having a a value into it right now, and we are getting out of the switch case statement. uh, the boolean okay should be true, so going here and just pressing enter, we should see the result, which is 49. So that's it. Let's try to do more calculations to see how is it working further. So let's try to multiply with 4, 196, and let's try to do the square root. So q and enter, 14, and let's try to reset it. Let's see how the clear screen function is working. So resetting it, and all the console is black, nothing is there, but we can still do operations. So let's do 12, uh, square root of 12, and let's see what is the integer part of this, and let's see what is happening if I'm pressing X, because I told you if I'm pressing X it should the while loop should stop and the program should stop too. So X, and it stopped, and that's it. Thank you, and see you next time.